All right, everybody. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Everything should be sounding good right now, man. If it does, let me know in the chat, man. Let me know in the chat. But other than that, man, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna talk a little bit today. Like, share, subscribe. I actually gotta share out the stream myself. I always forget. My bad. Let me share this out real quick. Bang, bang, bang. All right, cool. And let me post this here. 1 second, 1 second. Bang. Copy. All right. Welcome back, people. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff for your boy. Make sure you vote on the poll, and also make sure you click on that link that's posted at the top. That's for you to become an official sponsor of the channel, people. My goodness, it's as low as 99 cents, people. Let's get it. Shout out to my brother Michael in the building. Salute to you, my brother. Can we drop a bomb for my brother Mike, man? Appreciate you, my brother. Everything sound good? Let me know on your end. Does everything sound good? Everything look good? Let me know, my brother. Let me know, my brother. We're going to start the show in like 2 or 3 minutes. Everything sound good? Copy that, my brother. We're going to start the show in like 2 or 3 minutes, y'all. So let me know what's up right now. As you come on in, smash that like button for your boy, man. That's it. We in here. We in here. Mike, what's good? Let's give it 2 minutes and we're going to start the show. Because we're going to talk today. In case you didn't know, in case you didn't see the thumbnail, and in case you didn't read the description, we're going to talk today. We're going to talk. You understand what I'm saying? These are facts. The news keep coming, bro. I'm good. That's what's up, my brother. That's what's up, my brother. I'm glad everything is good with you over there, bro. Facts. Yeah, man. The news is good. The news keeps coming. Mm-hmm. We gonna talk at exactly 12:45 p.m. We gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. Oh yes, people. Oh yes. I was gaming, you know, but I had to stop, bro. I said, you know what? Let me go live, bro. Let me go live and let me speak my mind. Let me just let it out, man. I can't, with this type of news, I can't just let it go. I can't do that. I gotta talk about it. I can't just let something like this. You see the wallpaper, by the way, right? You see the wallpaper? Shout out to my brother Blaze, man. Did an incredible job with this wallpaper, man. One of the best wallpapers I've seen, bro, in my lifetime. Shit looks incredible. Especially on this OLED monitor. It looks incredible, bro. Yeah, I can't let some news like this just go on by, bro. I gotta speak on it. I gotta speak on it. 1 more minute, we're gonna get into it. 1 minute. 12:45. And that should have given the people enough time to come in. We got the 10-minute countdown. Plus, I'm giving you an extra 2-3 minutes. That should give people enough time to come in here. All right. 12:45. Let me lower this music a little bit in my ear. Right. Okay, here we go. All right. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff for your boy, man. Let's get into this, right? So we're going to start the show we're gonna read this article by Jason Schreier together over at Bloomberg. Okay, I have not read through it. This will be my first time. So all I've read is the title that they got to work overtime and things like that. So we're gonna read it together. Let's get into it right away. Okay, where am I? Okay, so here we go. Okay, let me put this. Okay, so here we go. This is over at Bloomberg.com, people. Let's get into this, right? Okay, put that down. Naughty Dog Studio orders employees overtime for Intergalactic. Okay, let me pause this music because it's bothering me. Okay, because I need to lock in. Let's get into it. Jason Schreier. Here we go, people. All right, y'all should be able to read that right there. Okay. All right. So, employees at Sony Group Corporation's Naughty Dog Studio are working mandatory overtime to finish a demo for their next video game, Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, reviving an infamous workplace tradition that is increasingly frowned upon across the industry. Right away, right? You read this part right here. You read this little part right here. An infamous workplace tradition that is increasingly frowned upon across the industry, meaning going back to actually like making these people work, right? That's the problem with the industry. Everybody's taking their time, lackadaisy, doing whatever the hell they want to do. Games coming out like poorly optimized. Everything goes hand in hand, okay? But let's keep going here. For the past 7 weeks, the Santa Monica-based studio behind The Last of Us has been pushing its staff to work long hours to get ready for an upcoming review of the demo by its parent company, which is PlayStation and Sony, right? According to people familiar with the situation, starting in late October, staff were asked to begin working a minimum of 8 extra hours a week and logging their overtime in an internal spreadsheet, said the people who asked not to be identified because they weren't authorized to speak publicly. This overtime period was an attempt to get the production back on track after several missed deadlines. This is telling me, right? They lost focus. They missed several deadlines, not just one. When you see the word several, that means multiple deadlines. Meaning what? We were supposed to have Intergalactic in our hands. That's what this means. Meaning, Intergalactic, when you look at it, it was supposed to come out this year, 2025. We were supposed to be playing the game already. But what happens? People treat these people like rock stars. They let them do what they want. They want to be glazing PlayStation for whatever they do, anything they do. Oh, but here. Oh, look. Instead of pointing the finger at them as well. And let me remind you, okay, before we continue, this is not to point the finger. Oh, but look at what Xbox is doing. Oh, but look at Nintendo doing. That has nothing to do with PlayStation. I need y'all to understand that, okay? Anything that any other company is doing has nothing to do with what PlayStation is doing, okay? Let me be very clear on that, okay? Now, they say starting in late October, staff was asked to begin working a minimum of 8 extra hours a week. So you could tack on, which is not too bad, but it's not even about the hours, right? It's about what's happening within the company, right? The reason why they asking people to work the extra hours, right? In order to put this demo together. This should have been done a long time ago. But let's continue, okay? The employees were instructed not to work more than 60 hours a week. Stat The employees were instructed not to work more than 60 hours a week, bro. Staff were also told to return to the office 5 days a week for this period, up from 3 previously, sending some employees scrambling to find alternative care arrangements for children and pets. Representatives for Sony and Naughty Dog declined to comment. Okay? Declined to comment. They were instructed not to work more than 60 hours, bro. That means these people are putting in work. Okay? This might just be the base, I should say, right? The 8 hours for the 8 hours of overtime for the entire week, right? But when you look at it, they're instructed not to work more than 60 hours. Now, if you've worked in companies and things like that, you know how these supervisors can get, bro. You know how they get. Oh, you could work a little bit more hours. Oh, but come on, we need you for the team. Come on, come on. Next thing you know, you're looking at the timesheet. You have 52 hours in that week. You have 52 hours, or some crazy shit like that, and it's Wednesday or Thursday. You're like, I'm at 50 hours already. They were instructed not to work more than 60, so they could get to that 55 and things like that. They also returning to the office for the full 5-day week. Now, I don't know if they were working 3 days in the office and 2 days at home remotely, because it doesn't say here if that's the case, but I'm assuming that's what it is. They do 3 days in the office, 2 hours at home. Now they're being forced to come the full 5 days a week. Now these people gotta go ahead, find babysitters for their children and the pets and all that good stuff, right? So that's what they're saying here. Okay, let's keep moving. They decided to decline. They declined to comment. Excuse me. All right, let's keep going though. Excessive overtime, also called crunch, had long been commonplace in the video game industry thanks to the unpredictability of game development. But in recent years, following blowback from workers and in the media, many companies have tried to mitigate such practices, okay? Thanks to the unpredictability of the game development, blah, 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 whatever, right? That's back in the day stuff. Nowadays, gaming development should be a lot easier, right? That's what everybody says. We got AI. We're working with AI now, right? AI is in the mix. So what that means? That means that game development should be a lot easier. As you see now, almost everybody's making video games. To people with one single person is making video games. So it's a lot easier now, okay? So this whole crunch things that they're saying that is commonplace in the gaming industry and things like that, because of the unpredictability of game development, that's back in the day when you didn't have all these tools to look for bugs and things like that within the game, right? We have the tools nowadays. We have the AI and all this stuff. So let's keep going, okay? Naughty Dog, one of the most respected game makers, thanks to the hit franchises like Uncharted and The Last of Us, has earned a reputation over the years for its binge working culture. In 2021, after facing burnout and some attrition among its workers following the release of The Last of Us Part 2, Naughty Dog began building a new team of producers charged, in part, with alleviating the overload of work on upcoming projects. But many of those producers have since left the company, according to people familiar with the situation. This is another thing that's happening within Sony. It seems like everybody's retiring or they're leaving the company. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, but something is definitely going on within PlayStation. There has to be. There's no other way around this. Okay? The fact that they did this to alleviate the overload of work, right? And even still, people decide to leave. There's something going on behind the scenes. Let's keep going. Some teams at Naughty Dog worked long hours to finish the game's debut trailer, which was released last December. Okay. But this is the first time in recent years that overtime has been mandated across the bulk of the studio. The game is slated for release in mid-2027, according to the people familiar with the schedule, leaving some employees wondering if the overtime requirements will get worse later in the development cycle. For most staff, the recent period of mandated overtime ended this week as Naughty Dog finalized the demo. Management told employees that the company will return to a standard requirement of 3 days in the office each week through the end of January, according to people familiar with the communications. The company said it plans to provide a more detailed schedule for 2026 after holiday break. Earlier this year, members of the production team were each given customized metal coins that seemed to capture purposefully or not the current state of the studio's workplace attitude. On one side was the company's paw print logo. On the other, a quote from the trailer for Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, quote, "The suffering of generations must be endured to achieve our divine end," close quote. Which is nasty work, by the way. Bro, this is right here. I can't even believe this is in the game. When you look at it, like them sending a subliminal shot. Like this is what they're saying. Like this is a subliminal, right? If you read this, members of the production team were each given customized metal coins that seemed to capture, purposefully or not, the current state of the studio's workplace attitude. What the hell is going on within PlayStation Studios? I need answers, bro. I need answers. On one side was the company's paw print logo, which people were on the fence about when they changed it to the new updated logo, right? That's what they're talking about. On the other was the quote from the trailer. This is a subliminal shot to them. It's crazy to me, bro. Is this the end of the article? Yeah, it's the end of the article. Shout out to Jason Schreier. Thank you for the update. Thank you for the heads up, because PlayStation ain't doing it. And PlayStation's definitely not giving us no update. That's a fact. We don't even got to worry about PlayStation talking to us because they ain't doing it. But that's nasty work right there. Okay? They even put it in the game. But anyways, right? Anyways, let's get back to this, right? Let's get back to this. So that's what's happening over here at Naughty Dog and things like that. By the looks of it, it ain't looking good. The fact that they had to work overtime just to make a demo to present to the higher ups, like Herman Host over there. They got to make a demo and present it to Herman Host. Like Herman Host knows what the hell he doing. Presenting a demo to Herman Host is like, well, do we even need to at this point? If I'm Naughty Dog, I'm asking Herman, do I actually have to present this demo to you? Y'all greenlit Concord. Like, do I really need to do this? But anyways, that's besides the fact. That's besides the fact. Shout out to my brother Chris, man. Dropping that 5-bomb on us. I appreciate you, my brother. Bombs in the chat for my brother Chris, man. What up, Gifted? Just dropping by on my lunch break. We'll catch a stream after work. I appreciate you, my brother. Do your thing out there, bro. I know you be I know you be busy, my brother. It's all good. Appreciate you. Um. So yeah, just getting back to this, man. This is crazy, bro. Like the fact that we haven't seen anything from Naughty Dog this generation is nasty work. Now I also saw on Twitter some people saying, or somebody saying, we don't give this type of flack to Rockstar, and Rockstar takes like 10 years to make a game. Why don't we do the same with Rockstar that we're doing with that we're doing right now to Naughty Dog? Okay? The answer to that is, the difference about that is, Rockstar is making a game that's gonna go on for about the next 20 years. That's the difference. Okay? When we talking about that, the scale of the game, there's levels to this. Rockstar is making a game that's gonna last for the next 20 years. We are not seeing another Grand Theft Auto 7 to at least the year 2045. I need y'all to understand that. That's the bare minimum when we'll see Grand Theft Auto 7, if that game actually ever comes out. It will be the year 2045. It ain't coming out in 2035, then in 10 years down the line. That ain't happening. It ain't coming out in the year 2040. That ain't happening. The earliest is 2045. So that's the difference, okay? Let's not confuse this situation here. When Intergalactic is gonna be a game that people are gonna play maybe for about 3 to 4 months and move on to the next game. But they probably do remasters and remasters and remasters, and who knows how long Intergalactic is gonna go. They could stretch it out that way, like they doing with The Last of Us Part 2. Remaster, remakes, all this good stuff, upgraded for PS5 version, updated PC version, chronological order, this, that, and the third. They could expand it that way. But when we're talking about Grand Theft Auto versus Intergalactic, Grand Theft Auto is gonna last for the next 20 years. Intergalactic is not. That's the difference, okay? That's why we're giving Naughty Dog this much flack, okay? They're a first-party studio. They're not a third-party, okay? It shouldn't take this long for a first-party studio who's supposedly be dedicating their game to one platform, which is the PlayStation hardware. It should not take Naughty Dog damn near 7 to 8 years to come out with a new game. It shouldn't happen. A third party, yeah, it could happen. They're focusing on so many different things at once. Naughty Dog is just focusing on PlayStation, bro. They get the specs of the new hardware before everybody else does. I need y'all to understand that. And that's including Insomniac. Naughty Dog gets first dibs on the new specs. So when the PlayStation 5 was coming out, Naughty Dog already knew what they was working with before the rest of the studios, before them. Sucker Punch already gave us a game. Housemarque is about to give us 2 games. Insomniac, I don't even got to talk about Insomniac, because PlayStation will be in the dirt right now if it wasn't for Insomniac. Naughty Dog gets first dibs, and we still haven't heard anything from this studio. Not even a side game, bro. Like, it's crazy to me, right? Also, I'm gonna shift over now, because these are the type of things that these companies be seeing, and they be saying to themselves, yeah, we're fine, don't worry about it. Because this is not our job, okay? When you look at people like this, okay? When you look at people like this, glazing a company, okay? Acting like they work for the company. This is why these companies get away with everything. This is why. This is why right here, okay? I'm gonna read you this, okay? I'm gonna read you this because this is ridiculous, bro. This is William R. Aguilar, right? Check this out. This man is acting like he works for Naughty Dog, like he works for PlayStation. On Crunch, a controversial but moderate position. This is standard operating procedure. Jason Schreier's crusade against crunch in the video game industry is both admirable and frustrating. It makes sense that there's crunch. It's supposed to be a PS5 game, like how Ghost of Tsushima was the send-off game for PS4 in 2020 before the PS5 came out. They don't want it to overlap with the PS6 release. Crunch is inevitable. Okay. Look at this. This guy's working like public and relations. He's P&R for Sony. So he's okay. People like this are okay with Naughty Dog having one game per generation. People like this are okay with it. Okay? If you notice, PlayStation has been so dry. They've been so dry. If it wasn't for Insomniac, PlayStation will be in the dirt. They're so dry, bro. They don't have anything going. Greatness can only be achieved by putting in extra hard work. Otherwise, games, movies, shows, architecture, and art in general will all be mediocre, cost way too much time, or cost way too much money. I don't give a damn. Does this man actually think I care? I can't stand people like this, who is everything yes, yes to the company. Yes, 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 yes. I cannot stand people like this. I don't care. I don't care. What happened was Neil Druckmann's ass decided that, he think he a rock star now. So he over there on HBO, working with, I forgot the guy's name. Yeah, I forgot his name. Working on the show on The Last of Us. They over there bringing in numbers. He don't leave the second person in charge to handle business within Naughty Dog Studios to finish wrapping up Intergalactic. He takes him and Haley Gross with him, which is the co-writer that he works with, over to the Last of Us set on HBO Max. So he don't even leave her behind to finish working on the project. He takes her with him. He said, no, I need you. Yeah, Craig Mazin. I need you, Haley Gross. You coming with me. But what about Intergalactic? Don't worry about it. We'll finish it when we come back. Meanwhile, we're sitting back. We paid $500 for the PS5. We paid $700 for the PS5 Pro. Some people paid over $1,000 for the PS5 because of the release. It was in the pandemic. People couldn't get their hands on the PS5. Some people went ahead and paid $1,000. We over here expecting a Naughty game by now. We have gotten nothing. And people like William Aguilar are okay with that. I don't care. Hard work, all this, that, and the third. I don't care. I'm a customer. I'm paying money. Where the hell my game at? If Naughty Dog isn't here yet, the generation has not started yet. So until Naughty Dog steps up in the building, PS5 generation is absolute straight trash. Basura. And people are okay with moving on to PS6. You got to think about that. People are okay glazing PlayStation. Nah, but they're going to sell 95 million in the next 3 months. Nah, because when GTA 6, they're going to go over the 100 million and they're going to reach 120 million copies sold. Yeah, PlayStation good. Yeah. Don't worry, when GTA comes out, they're going to sell over here. How about when Intergalactic comes out? How much they're going to sell then? Can we talk about that, please? How we over here glazing a third-party game for the success of a PlayStation console? We ain't even talking about the first-party games, which is what everybody says is the reason why we buy PlayStation. Keep in mind, PlayStation sells because it's the default console. They are the more popular choice, okay? In case you didn't know. Xbox was never the more popular choice. Never. Even in the 360 era, they were never the more popular choice. A Microsoft product is never the more popular choice. I need you to understand that. That 360 era, it was cool within this community. Outside of it, non-existent. It's PlayStation all day. It's Sony we talking about. Okay? So the 360 was never in competition. Those 80-something million consoles that they sold was because they were, every time the red ring will come, they'll send it back. They'll send more copies out. They were counting those. It wasn't like it was a massive 85 million, like everybody was just buying brand new 360s. Like, here. That wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. Let's get back to this man right here, please. Okay? Check this out. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. Who the hell is this guy? No one is forcing anyone to work at Naughty Dog. People like this, I cannot stand people like this. Look, this guy don't work for Naughty Dog. This is William. I know y'all know who this is. William Aguilar. If you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. Now he's telling people, if you don't like it, quit. Oh, you don't like how we work around here? Quit. That's what he's saying. Like you don't have a voice. The people that work there don't have a voice. You don't, either you like it or get the hell out. Meanwhile, those people are trying to provide the best possible game for us, for him, which his ass is going to be buying it day one. They trying to work for you. You telling them you don't like what Naughty Dog does, get the hell out. You can always quit and make video games under less stressful conditions, but they will probably either take way longer to come out, and time is a currency you cannot get back, or they won't be as high quality as those from PlayStation first-party studios like Naughty Dog. My goodness, this guy's a genius. I gotta drop a bomb for this guy right now. I gotta drop a bomb for this guy right here. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Shout out to Sanford Interactive. People like this, that's why it makes me want to praise Sanford Interactive. The way that team came together, spending under $10 million to make Expedition 33, who completely swept the Game Awards. took over The Last of Us Part 2. It beat it for the most awards won. It makes me want to congratulate them. It makes me. I don't want Intergalactic to come out and beat Expedition 33 now. I don't. The same thing this guy's talking about. It's what Expedition 33 developers did. They left. They formed a team. They spent less money. They did a great job. Comes out. It's a hit. That's what you want, buddy? Is that what you want? But you want to be glazing PlayStation all day, every day. Like they do no wrong. The fact that you had the nerve to say if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen, quit. It tells me everything I need to know. We should always strive for systems and procedures that reduce unnecessary risk/danger, but some level of risk/danger will always exist. Crunch will always exist in every industry, especially in blue-collar jobs. That's okay. See, this is the difference. That's okay. Yeah, it does exist, and it will always exist, right? But the difference is those people were actually working, okay, during that time. Not like Neil Druckmann's ass and Haley Gross, who took their asses over to HBO and left the rest of the team for dead. Because what the hell are they going to do if Neil's not there and Haley Gross is not there? She's the co-writer of the damn game. He could have at least left her behind. Nah, you stay. You stay. Keep working on the game. I'm going to go over here. I got Craig Mazin. We're going to do the show. We're going to blah, blah, blah. I'll be back. He took her with him. Who's in charge now? I don't know. Who's working on the game? I don't know. These people need deadlines. They got to meet deadlines. We already read the article. They missed several deadlines. This man is still praising this company. I'm not even going to read this. Matter of fact, let me read it. Addendum 1. Ultimately, crunch will always exist when deadlines exist and you can't delay a game indefinitely because there's a point at which the investment is creating a product is more expensive to the company than the amount of money of the margins of profit they expect to get back. Also, time is a currency you cannot get back. PlayStation isn't working a sweatshop. It's not like PlayStation first-party studios are treating their workers like factories in the 1910. Some mandatory overtime is sometimes necessary. It isn't a sweatshop of egregious evil. Whatever that says, right? Every single person that works a blue-collar job understands that crunch is needed once in a while. I don't want to read it anymore. Whatever. This guy is delusional. This guy right here is the prime example of being a fanboy. Okay? This is what you call a fanboy, which is ridiculous to me. Okay? Which is what the people wanted me to be. All hail PlayStation, right? All hail PlayStation. Y'all do no wrong. You got all this going on. You got the co-founder of Sucker Punch, Brian Fleming, walked out the door. Sean Layden, out the door. Yoshi, out the door. Jim, out the door. Ted Price, out the door. Amy Hennig, out the door. Herman Host, welcome in. Nashino, get in here. Totoki, yo, get your ass in here. Like, bro, one of the legends in the game, Brian Fleming, is out of there. All you see with PlayStation surrounding PlayStation is bad news. That's all you see happening over at PlayStation. Bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news. No games, bad news. more accessories, more peripherals, more third party, multi-platform. That's all you see. Lawsuits. That's all you see. Lawsuits. People leaving. Your boy right here, Joseph Cross over at Bungie, out the door. Out the door. Bye. The guy with the lawsuit, they settled that lawsuit. I forgot his name. That he was the lead over at Bungie, working on the game and all that stuff. They settled that. They're not gonna share that information publicly. That's undisclosed. This dude right here committing plagiarism, his ass is out the door. Right? Long Force alleges Sony's mismanagement in China Hero Project. Everything surrounding PlayStation is bad news. Why you think there's no PlayStation fanboys in my chat right now? You see that? You see that? There's nothing good to say. You can't come to me with nothing. You can't. A China Hero Project studio has accused Sony Interactive Entertainment, China's division, of mismanagement, financial harm, and attempting to take control of its game after years of stalled development, according to reporting by Noisy Pixel, which reviewed internal emails, chat logs, and formal complaints shared by the studio. Long Force, a Chengdu-based studio behind the co-op shooter Convolaria, says its partnership with SIE China deteriorated following a leadership change in 2022. So you think about that. Following a leadership change in 2022. So whoever was in charge is no longer in charge. The studio claims that by mid-2023, multiple requests for clarity around marketing, server deployment, and launch planning went unanswered, even after Convolaria passed Sony's internal beta approval in January of 2025. Long Force says the project effectively froze. No player test was conducted, no storefront pages were created, and no marketing activity followed. Long Force also alleges that Convolaria was removed from China Hero Project, from the official China Hero Project promotion. Although a producer participated in filming for PlayStation China's 10th anniversary video highlighting participating studios, the final release reportedly excluded the game. The studio says it was never given an explanation. It's nasty work happening over at PlayStation. It's nasty work happening over at PlayStation. Bro, although, I'm going to read this part to you one more time. A producer participated in filming for PlayStation China's 10th anniversary video highlighting participating studios, which they are one of them. The final release reportedly excluded the game. And the studio was never given an explanation. My goodness. Financial pressure intensified in early 2025. Long Force claims delayed payments caused monthly losses exceeding $230,000 and pushed the studio close to collapse by April. Despite this, the team says it continued delivering weekly builds and completed a US server test. The studio alleges that Sony later terminated a payment agreement and proposed new cooperation terms it viewed as unreasonable, leading Long Force to halt collaboration. Total losses are estimated to exceed $1 million. For what? For what? For what? During Uncharted 4, yeah, Naughty Dog had employees sleeping at the studio just to work on the game. William Aguilar, where the hell you at? Where the hell you at? Longforce says it pursued internal resolution for more than a year before speaking publicly. As of publishing, Sony Interactive Entertainment and China Hero Project have not responded to requests for comment. Of course, they're not gonna respond to comment. They don't care. They don't care. Okay, they don't care. Bro, look at all the negative news that I've just read to you. Look. What good can you say about PlayStation? What good can you say? They don't do any showcases. They don't talk. They talking about more about peripherals. The first party studios don't come out talking. We don't know what the hell they working on. They've given us nothing for the first 5 years besides Insomniac. Every time I talk, exclude Insomniac. Do not include Insomniac in the conversation. And that will open your eyes as you look back and you say, shit, like it's true. We got nothing from PlayStation. Take Insomniac out of the picture, bro. Take them out. What do you have left? You don't have anything left, bro. So it's like all that negativity. We get this. We get this. We get this. We get this. Look at what place we get this. We also get the lawsuit that's happening with Tencent. We got that. They settled that. We also got the other lawsuit with the game director of in Bungie, which they just finished wrapping up for an undisclosed amount. They're not gonna share publicly. We got that news happening. We don't see anything. But you know what they keep promoting? You know what they keep? Oh, we got this, by the way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I almost skipped over this one right here, people. Give me 1 second. SONY. Can y'all read that? Can I big it up a little? Is that good? One more time? Is that better? SONY is developing an AI that censors games in real time.
Finish him.
Y'all rocking with the gift one here, people. Listen, man. When I come in here locked and loaded, people. We come in here locked and loaded. Where else you getting news like this? Even the PlayStation Glazers don't bring you news like this. The hell are we talking about? Sony is developing a patent pending AI system capable of real-time censorship of video game content. Just get yourself a PC. I'll tell you that right now. It automatically detects and modifies mature or sensitive materials such as violence, gore, sexual content, and profanity. The technology uses AI to analyze on-screen visual and audio in real time dynamically intervening by muting dialogue, blurring or masking elements, or replacing assets like blood effects or character models to reduce intensity. My goodness. I mean, damn. We bringing the heat today, people. We bringing the heat today. Picture this right here, people. Who you know do it like me, man? Who you know do it like me, man? Just get yourself a PC. I see people asking people all the time, "Oh, is it good now? Is it good to get a PS5?" People out there making videos, get a PS5 Pro now. The time is now, people. Go get it. Go get yourself a PC. Stop wasting money on these closed ecosystems, on these censored ecosystems. Go get yourself a PC. You do whatever the hell you want to do. Don't worry, that PlayStation game is gonna come to PC, and by the looks of it, sooner than later. You see people out here. Nah, it's still 2 years though. That window is closing in. We're now gonna be looking at a 6 to 8 to 12 month window when we talking about PlayStation putting their game on PC. If not, day and date with the PlayStation app when it comes over to PC, the PlayStation launcher. Day and date. You're going to have all the good features, all the settings. I'm going to max my shit out. You already know what time it is. To the max, 4K, everything up. We are. But you still have people out there telling you to go get a PlayStation. For what? For what? You're going to get a PlayStation for what? The fact that people are saying that tells me everything I need to know. Because if you look at PlayStation, what they've done, there is no way that anybody on the internet should be telling the next person, yeah, go get a PlayStation. Yeah, go get it. Do you think it's worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. Go get it. There's no way. I wouldn't give PlayStation that clout. I will not give PlayStation that clout. I will not give PlayStation that clout. They need to show and they need to do better. They need to do better. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Who you know do it like me, man? Then you're going to be sitting there playing games on your PlayStation. They want to censor it. Due to blah, 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 we're not allowed to show this on the game. In real time. Think about that. Meanwhile, your ass spent $70 for that video game. And who knows what's coming next generation. That game might actually cost $80. Because according to our boy, Matt Booty, that game might actually cost $80, people.
Finish him.
You understand what I'm saying? So, all this to say, man, I don't know if I forgot anything on this matter here. But this is the big news right here, right? Yes, I'm mad. I am. Because I have not gotten a Naughty Dog game this entire generation. So yes, I am mad. Yes. It's okay. What's the problem with that? What's the problem with that? Why can't a customer be mad for spending their money and not getting what they were told that they were supposed to be getting back in return. Why? Why we got to be like William Aguilar and make excuse after excuse after excuse for a company who don't care about you? Why? Why do we need to be like this? Why? I don't gotta be like this. I spend my money. I don't gotta be like nothing. I do what the hell I want and I say what the hell I want. I'm not this guy right here. There's plenty of PlayStation channels and stuff like that that'll be just like him, just like William. Well, if you look at it, by the way, they cancel factions too. Well, they were working on factions, so we do have to give them a little bit of some leeway because they were probably busy on that and they wasted all their research. No, that's not the case. That's not what happened here. What's happening is that PlayStation is letting everybody do what the hell they want. There's no order within PlayStation Studios. There's no order. They looking like Xbox right now. The only difference is that PlayStation already had that base. You see what I'm saying? PlayStation has a base. That's the difference from PlayStation and Xbox right now. That they have a base to stand on. So when something goes wrong, they come back to this. You see what I'm saying? Which people that came before them put that in place. So when you see people trying to throw shade at people like Sean Layden for introducing gaming to PC, there's their PlayStation games to PC and things like that. We got to meet them where they are, trying to act like Sean Layden and do nothing for PlayStation. Things like that make me sick. Because it is not like PlayStation gamers buy first-party games anyway. So, people like Sean Layden built the foundation, and now when these newcomers come in, like Totoki and Herman hosting them, and try to mess up everything that's been going on, make up all the excuses they want in the world, what can they do? They know that they always got that pillow waiting for them right here that they could always fall back on. Boom, boom, and they could just bounce right back. Boom. That's the difference. Xbox don't have that. Xbox is just all over the place. They don't know what the hell they're doing. PlayStation don't know what the hell. They like this too. It's just that they got that base foundation. So they could take that risk. They could take that chance. They're the popular choice. So whatever they do, they always could find a way to bounce back. That's the difference from the two. People like this don't care. People like this have slave mentality. Him right there, William Aguilar. Slave mentality right there for doing that. And he says that he's a freelancer, by the way. Right? Is that what it says here? Breakdown explanations. I believe in freedom, justice, rights, and improving quality of life. My goodness, I can't believe I read that. How is it that somebody with that right there? I believe in freedom, justice, rights, and improving quality of life, and then comes on over here. If you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. No one is forcing you to work at Naughty Dog. You, sir, are a slave. You, sir, have that slave mentality up in here because you, sir, want to be a fanboy because you, sir, look like don't have no life outside of Twitter. I would love to ask this man if he has I want to know if this guy has a family. I want to know. I need to know. And it's not throwing shade or nothing like that. I just need to know how this guy lives. Are you a single man? Do you have a family? Like, I would like to know. Cause the thing around this right here, his bio, compared to this right here, it doesn't add up. Where are you in life, my brother? Are you giving this type of advice to your family? Are you giving this type right here of advice to your family? For you to come out here and try to give this type of advice for the people who are actually working at Naughty Dog, making the game that your ass want to play day one. I'm sick and tired of people like this. I'm sick and tired of PlayStation. I'm sick and tired of Herman Host. Where the hell are these people at? Where the hell are these people at? And last but not least, why you think there's no PlayStation fanboys in here? You step into the arena, you need to step in here correctly. Last but not least, we have now gone. The year's not over yet. So I might be speaking prematurely. We have gone through the year 2025 without any mention, without any sightseeing of our own Cory Barlog, ladies and gentlemen. Where the hell is Cory Barlog at? I cannot believe that we sat through an entire Game Awards and we did not see the new game that Cory Barlog has been working on. I still can't believe that. I can't believe it. Where the hell is this supposedly God of War 2.5 game, Metrovania style game? Where the hell that game at? PlayStation right now is trash. I need that to understand that. It's trash. It's trash. Looking back, I'm like, but PlayStation is doing what they got to do. They got this, they got this, they got this, they got Final Fantasy, this, that, and the third. They're giving us at least Final Fantasy, all these games, blah, 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 blah. Bro, you take Insomniac out that picture, PlayStation has absolutely nothing. You know why? Because this is happening as well. PlayStation has absolute nothing to offer. Marathon is going to come out. It's going to flop. There's going to be another excuse. They're going to break up Bungie. They're going to shut it down. They're going to integrate Bungie within PlayStation Studios, which is now a waste of $3.6 billion because that was never what they intended to do with Bungie. As much as I enjoy the game Marathon, that's just me. The general audience is not going to enjoy it. Marathon's going to flop. They're going to integrate Bungie. A waste of $3.6 billion right there. Another excuse is going to come after that. Well, now PlayStation can focus on this. It's good that they did that because now that was never the point. It's so ridiculous to me, bro. How you can point out the facts and people will still find a way to to go around it is it's crazy to me how people do that. I can't believe people do that. It's like, bro, if you prove me wrong, whatever, I'll be like, oh, all right, cool. I was wrong. Okay, fine. We move on. So what? People have such a hard time being wrong. It's crazy, bro. Nah, but at least they sold 95 million, though. Who cares? Where's Naughty Dog at? Where's Cory Barlog at? How about you answer me that? You can't do that, right? This guy right here, Square Enix, over here partnering up with Xbox. On the other hand, as we shift over to Xbox now, okay? Look at everything Xbox is doing now. They got Square Enix. They got Helldivers 2 over there. They got this whole thing going on with the Xbox Ally X, right? Regardless if you like it or not, it's new hardware. It's out there. Whatever it is, I don't care about sales. I don't care about none of that. I need you to understand just the picture. Just look at the picture, right? They got games coming over to PlayStation. Forza Horizon becomes the top selling game of PlayStation in 2025 at the time, right? Which is a 4-year-old game. They got Indiana Jones over there. They cook it over there, right? They got all those games crossing over. South of Midnight is coming over there, right? Xbox. That's all you see. Xbox. Go. Ally X. This, that, and the third. Everything is an Xbox. Campaign. Game Pass. Square Enix. Praising them. We're going multi-platform. We're coming to you, Xbox gamers, right? Xbox. That's all you see, right? Just go. Starfield, the latest one. Starfield's coming. Boom. 2.0. Latest rumor, right? Which I'm going to read to you real quick. Because now it's reporting, right, that Starfield could get its own Cyberpunk 2077 2.0 like update and launch on PS5 and the Switch 2 in 2026, making a comeback, right? Juicehead on X revealed that they, along with a few other people, were recently invited by Bethesda to see Starfield's future content. While they haven't revealed anything else, these could be an important few months for the RPG. There's a new rumored DLC along with more new content and quality of life updates. Okay. The space travel will not get rid of loading screens, leading to seamless travel among planets and much improved exploration and open world space system. They have updated the creation engine to help with this. Okay. Now they're talking about PS5 and the Switch 2 ports are expected to arrive in 2026. This, that, and the third, or whatever it is, and that's the case, right? Shout out to Hip Hop Gamer because he been told us this, right? He been told us that it was coming over to PlayStation. We got this coming, right? We got this coming out. Which is a big improvement. Now the game is not out yet, right? So we're not gonna prejudge the game or get hype about it and things like that. The game is not out. But it's news, right? But it's an update. But they're letting people know, yo, we got Starfield 2.0 coming. We want to invite you. Come, you, whoever they invited. Come through. We want to show you the game a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Ba, ba, bang. They're out there, right? You see, I'm trying to paint you a picture of the difference between PlayStation and Xbox right now. Everything is Xbox. You got things like this. You got things like Square. I just showed you, right? Xbox. Everything I just finished telling you, Xbox, right? We got Blizzard coming out. Did an article with Variety, letting people know what's up, right? 2026 will be the biggest year yet. Okay? We got things coming. I'm not gonna read this article. I just wanna paint the picture to you. Okay? We got that coming, right? Also, we got a developer direct, which is set to be in January, which is next month. Okay? In this developer direct, we will see more Clockwork, Gears of War E-Day, which is coming out in 2026. Fallout 3 Remake, the new Forza Horizon 6 that's set out over there in Japan, more Fable talk, and a new Spyro the Dragon 4 coming out. This will all be in the developer direct in next month's show. Can we drop a bomb for that, please? There it is. There it is. You see the difference? I had other things to talk about. I'm not even going to talk about that. Do you see the difference between the two companies? One is out there doing who knows what. And yes, Xbox is still Xbox, right? Listen, Xbox, those Xbox fans, listen, I was never an Xbox fan. That I didn't grow up on Xbox, okay? So the hate level for it and things like that. Yes, I could talk bad about them and things like that, but I gave y'all my reasons, right? So Xbox still has to deliver. I'm not saying all this to say that they're doing this, they're this, right? I'm just trying to point out the differences, okay? And shout out to my brother Michael for dropping another 2-bomb on it. Let's be real, Starfield never looked good to me. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. This is what they're trying to tell us. That Starfield, it's getting what they're calling their Cyberpunk 2.0 update. Go back and remember how Cyberpunk was. Now look at Cyberpunk now. Okay? It's because some people are considering it one of their greatest games they ever played. Okay? This is what I'm trying to let you get you to understand. So they're treating this as that. So we don't know what it looks like yet. We don't know anything about it, but we gotta have to wait and see at the end of the day, right? We're gonna have to wait and see. It's whatever the case is. But all I'm trying to say is look at the difference. PlayStation is showing us nothing. I am not okay. I'm not one of those people that are okay with PlayStation giving me one tentpole title a year. I'm not okay with that. It's like, bro, okay, you come out with a tentpole title game in March. That's it? That's all we're getting for the remainder of the year? You're going to throw in your little secondary games here and there, but your one tentpole title came back in February or March, and that's it? Or even if it comes in November, I got to wait 11 months for your one tentpole title to come out? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. Anyways, this is the difference between the two right now. You got Xbox, everything. They all over the place. If you want to talk about game cancellations, PlayStation canceled 12 games already to Xbox's 5. It don't matter. I don't care if it was live service. I don't care. I don't care. They come out with Concord. They pull it off the store. Nobody could play the game no more. Everybody talks trash about Redfall. You can still play Redfall. It's there. Everybody talks trash about the new Call of Duty. You can still play it. It's there. It's there. Everybody talk trash about Concord. You can't play it no more. It's gone. It's ridiculous. I'm sick and tired of these people. I'm sick and tired of them. Anyways, we will be live streaming this developer direct, right? They give us showcase. Look at the showcase they gave us this year, right? They show up at Summer Game Fest as well. They've given us multiple showcases throughout the year. They were at Gamescom, right? They released a bunch of games this year. Coming into next year, off rip, we getting this developer direct. In June, we're getting that big 25th anniversary showcase from Xbox, where people are expecting big things in that showcase. And it's already set. It's not like PlayStation that we got to be guessing. Where, when you think? Well, the rumors are saying that September-ish, and they don't know whether there's a state of play or a showcase. Well, ain't none of that. Developer Direct, boom, here it is. And these other games are going to be in there. Cool. Thank you very much. June 25th anniversary showcase. Be there. We giving y'all multiple surprises. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. We got the date set. We got the time. We locked in. We locked in. Where PlayStation at? You know what? You want to know where PlayStation's at? Look where PlayStation's at. Look where PlayStation's at. Hold up. Wait. You want to know where PlayStation's at? You want to know where PlayStation's at? This is where PlayStation's at right here. This is where PlayStation's at right here. You want to know where PlayStation is at? That's where you can find them right there. That's right there. PC, 60% off Steam and the Epic Game Store. Go ahead. Go get yourself Ratchet and Clank on PC. This was posted at 10:30 this morning. You want to know where PlayStation is at? This is where they at. You want to know? You want to know where Xbox is at? You want to know where Xbox is at? This is where they at. We're looking forward to next year. This is where we at right here. My goodness. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. I'm wrapping up the topics here, man. I'm wrapping up the topics. We're going to open the floor. Questions, comments, concern. Okay? Questions, comments, concern. We in here, people. Let me pull up some trailers and we're going to chill for 5 minutes and we out of here. My goodness. Who you know do it like me, man? You might not like the news, but who you know do it like me, huh? Huh? Who you know, huh? Who you know, huh? Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. You don't do it like me, huh? Huh? Yeah, we bring facts over here. Yeah. We bringing facts. That's AI, my brother. They're making AI to censor your game in real time. Think about that. Ain't no defending nothing. Not today. We got the new Halo Combat Evolved coming in hot. Listen, man. I need a fact emo. Oh yeah. I was working on it, but I need more members. I could add more, but I need to have more members. It goes like that. The more members subscribe, the more emotes I could put. So if people start membering up, we could do it. If people start gifting memberships, we could do it. We could allow it, you know? It could grow. It could grow. It could grow. Push. Boom, 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 baby. Bro, look at Nix's, bro. Look at what these people promoting, bro. Look at this, bro. This is Nix's, okay? Steam Replay is here. Look. Like, bro, what are we doing here? Yo, Lazy, what's good? Fact is trash. Oh, man. Who knows, bro? He's probably both, Mike. He's probably both. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Crazy work, man. Crazy work today, man. Crazy work. Crazy work. We're going 5 more minutes and we out of here, man. Appreciate everybody who pulled up. Facts. Facts. Neil should have just worked on the game, not the show. Well, it's not at that point. It's not up to him, bro. When your boss wants you to do something, you gotta do it. The boss wants you to do it, you gotta do it. And look how much money it brought in. You know? So he had no choice at that. His problem was not leaving people in charge while he went out to do that. That was his problem. Path of Exile stream incoming. Facts. Facts. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it this year. Bro, have you played Lost Soul Aside? Nah, I haven't, bro. I forgot about that game. I'm waiting for that game to go on sale, to be honest. I'm not paying no $60. I ain't paying no $60. But yeah, we out of here, man. We out. 1 minute, we out of here, man. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, man. I appreciate everybody who pulled up today, man. Thank y'all so much. Mike, I appreciate the donations, man. Stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. We out of here, man. I'm gonna